air in a trial. I'ma throw that bitch up in a spiral, yeah. Up in a spiral, looking for a smile, all in denial, yeah. Up in a spiral, yeah.
Hey, like what is love? It's like pitting all my trust in this double cup.
Internal closing. Internal opening.
Oh yeah, remember this one? I love these guys. Color me bad, bitches.
Come inside, take off your coat, I'll make you feel at home. Now let's pour a glass of wine, cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold you close to me. Cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make love to me. Girl, you make me feel.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about them. Sorry guys. I love that song. I love that whole cassette. I know, right? Have you like? Oh my gosh! I remember this color. Like what their artwork was on it too. It was it had their faces on it. I think it was black and white with I don't know. I feel like it really matters at this point. What was their other songs on there? Welcome to the DDRL WDs Are Probably Live podcast featuring No Vaginas Today with a Z. I mean, I just sometimes need, to do my own thing and let my creativity flow without, me interrogating somebody at all times. That is my job to do, and I'm pretty good at it. But welcome to the show. If this is the first time you're listening, this is a not for children show. I don't know what will come out of my motherfucking mouth, and I know what goes in it, but I don't. I mean, not limited. I mean, I sure as hell don't know what comes out of it. But I am a daily podcaster. I also am a social media influencer and creative content person. And I have a very unique art, I would say, and attitude, personality. I mean, I'm a bitch, don't get me wrong, but I'm a Chrissy with a K, not a C cunt too. But I'm a funny person, very unique. I am a very, I don't know, I'm not trying to blow my head up. My head's already big enough. I'm not, literally my head is ginormous. It's like, I have a big head with all that brain. But I'm just a person that gets, other people gravitate to, and I'm a forward thinker type of person. I analyze things, analyze over, analytical, anal, what? And so I am just myself, and I am a person that if you don't like it, then go fuck yourself. I don't really fucking care. So anyway, I hope you had a good day. I hope you're having a great year. I hope you're having a 2024 fabulous start, fresh, clean slate. Go out there. Did you clean out your closet in 2023 and get rid of all that bullshit and didn't bring it to 2024? I mean, I did clean out my closet, and then I kind of dabbled with a little bit of 2023 in 2024 so far, and then I realized it wasn't a good idea, and so I went back to what I was preaching all of the end of 2023 was get rid of all that garbage, all that bullshit, and it's metaphorically speaking, if you didn't read between the silver lining. So and I'm talking mainly about relationships is what my big problem, issue, drama, saga, is relationships. Obviously, I don't know what else. And I mean, yeah, of course, money, all that other crap, but I don't want to deal with that shit. It's like, meh. Like, when are we going to talk about? The stock market? Let's talk about Bitcoin. I don't really give a fuck. So I do give a fuck, but I don't. I just know at the end of the day, money comes, money goes, and everything in life will be okay. I mean, I say that to myself all the time. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. So, and everything usually does. I mean, so I don't sweat the small stuff. I don't sweat anything, really. I mean, my path has already been paved, and so I just roll with the punches, bitches, and that's what you should do, just roll with the punches, and that's what I'm doing today. I am actually trying an experiment on myself. I am doing the podcast without any preparation as far as the topic for today. I wanted to just, no notebook and no pen in my hand. I mean, I could see a pen in front of me. I could see a stylus, and I have my iPad, but the iPad has the software for the show on it, so that's where the music comes from. So that's the only thing I'm using today besides the microphone, and I want to just see how I wing it with my topics. I mean, I usually don't really have a lot of conversation topic preparation for the show unless it's inside the JJ, inside the jail journey. That one is premeditated with a lot of shit we got to put into that one, but I just wanted to see about how I flow naturally, because I naturally flow. I mean, seriously, I don't ever, the show, I don't want to say I don't prep. I do prep the shows. I just don't, put all this, I don't put a lot of prep into what I'm going to talk about if it's not the inside the JJ, because I want it to be natural, or organically approached. I just want things to flow, because the whole point of me being passionately, purposely, addicted to podcasting and being a podcaster and putting myself out there is because I am that person that does that with or without a microphone, so and people will hear me, they'll talk to myself, they'll like watch me, my mannerisms, and just be gravitated to me, and then, you're so weird. Oh my gosh, look at you, you're so funny, and it's something that I just don't hear I don't hear those words come out of their mouth as a compliment or anything. I just hear their words as affirmation and confirmation that I need to get my ass out there and exposed a lot more to the world, to utilize my personality and who I am to help, bring some bridges together, help out with marketing, this is stuff I currently am doing, and have been doing, but now, I want to, expose it to even more levels and plateaus of individuals and businesses out there, because I have the mindset to bring creative content, to marketing campaigns. And the reason why I'm fresh on that topic is because I just submitted some of these proposals that were sent to me, and my brain was like, what, Debbie, just do it. Don't even research, because usually I research the company that sends me a contract proposal, and I'll read it and I'll see if I want to be, a part of the program. But today I just said, fuck it. I didn't even read anything about the companies, and I submitted or responded to their proposals. And we'll just see how it goes. I just let it rip. And usually the proposals is, filling out, like marketing stuff, about your avenue of what you're going to do for their business, what they're looking for, the budgets, what my budget is, and then you also have to, put in there, some of the, what's your plan, what you're going to do with their marketing campaign. And then you put in an audio clip too about and also some documentations of, and analytics. It's a lot. It's actually a lot to put in these contracts. And they put in your, like a on the spot verbal audio you clip to the client. And so on mine, I'm usually a bit more, slower and, a little bit less swearing and stuff. But today I was like, what's up, bitches? What you doing today? And, so I don't know how they're going to take that, but, whatever. I know, right? So, but I am like still thinking about Color Me Bad, not Stop. Isn't there another song that they had that was on there? I think it was, this is making me go back to like skating. Oh wait, that's Usher. Making me feel like roller skating days, right? That's not really that old at all, wait. Oh no, wait, I want to find this song.
Let's do it.
Don't look. Music is therapy though, right? It is. I'm in a shitty mood someday, and I'll put on some music, and then all of a sudden I'm like, bam, back in black. That's how I go. And then like it's just motivating, and it's got to be the music that you like, and it's the music that does it for you. It can't be the other shit that other people listen to, right? Because if you listen to some other shit that other people have, and you don't know what it is, you don't know what the words are, you're kind of like, meh, meh.
95 for my money. So the weekend comes, I go get live.
With the honeys.
Rolling down the street, I saw the girl when she was pumping. I winked my eyes, got into the ride, went to a club and was jumping. Introduced myself as low, she said, you're a liar. I said, I got it going on, baby doll, and I'm a flyer.
I'm a flyer. That was some good Tolo, but I'm gonna go back to Code Me Bad. But yeah. So I had some people tell me that their 2024 though is already in the shit can. So just today, literally just today, I had a conversation. Now that I think about it, I do have a lot of sausages that in my world. I mean, my circles that I talk to, and it's always been that way. You know, guys, okay, look, there's different, categories to put people in. There's a lot of them that you can create your own. I can create my own. Psychologists can create their own. Everybody can. But there's, from my view of my eyeballs and my one ear hearing, there is, there's like the bougie groups out there. I kind of dample with all the circles as much as, maybe I do draw the line somewhere. But there's just people on their views on life and how they look at life. And I believe that if you are a female that is all Kardashian snobby and you just, have to always be poo-poo and, you don't want to get your hands dirty ever, then you are in your own category. And I can go in those circles, don't get me wrong. I don't mind them, but they're just not my thing. Being that way is just not my thing. I'm more tomboy type of chick. And even though I, know how to be classy and all that good stuff, I prefer to have comfort and, just chill, type of thing. So I like to look sexy and show, but I like to look sexy without looking provocative, if that makes any sense. And I mean, my boobs have gotten bigger. Like it's like I had, my adolescence, like, what's that word? When you wait, this is where I'm missing someone and I could use someone. You're oh my gosh, what's it called? Like when you hit puberty type thing, whatever that is. It's kind of, oh wait, there's the other song. Wait. Oh, this is I Adore Me More. So I kind of have that thing. Something happened. My body did a reverse on my ass because it's like I didn't get any boob development in like my teenage years. Like I was a 32 or 32A or something. So I was a flat chested basically, and I was I didn't even think about that because my biological sisters have like giganto Dolly Parton fucking boobs, and so here I am not with them. I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? Why didn't the boob gods give me the boob, the boob thing? So, I ended up, when I moved to Florida, getting, breast augmentation, a boob job. And now that I am in my early 40, I now am getting boobs. It's like, I got them, it's like they just happened. And it's not fun. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. It's like the hormone in my body or something was sleeping all my fucking life, and it just woke up, and it's like, oh yeah, we forgot to give her the tits, and then boom, gave me my boobs. And now, so on top of having 300 some cc's of saline in my boobs, in my ex-husband's, cars, I also, now my boobs have like grown again, and it's like I was a full C when I got my boob job because I was a 34A when I went to get my boobs, and the doctor called my boobs tubular. Like I will never forget that at all. There's certain traumatic, I think, things that have happened in my life that I will fucking never forget, and I remember that consultation meeting with Dr. Tenenbaum out in Palm Harbor. And he's like, Debbie, you know what your boobs remind me of? I'm like, I don't know, boobs. He's like, they remind me of the Madonna video, the one where she has like those cones on her boobs, like tubular. Your boobs are like tubular. And I was like, what? Like, I did not know what to think when he told me that. I was kind of in this like, whoa, is that a compliment? Did he just insult me? Should I be pissed? Should I be embarrassed? I didn't even know what to think in that. And until this day, I will never forget that, statement. And I don't know why it's affected me. It just did. And I think I just never, sometimes people say things to you along your path, that makes you stop in your path and think, like you do that, the thinking emoji, you know, with your hand on your chin and looking up like, and, you know, and those things do impact you. So sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but names will never hurt. Names may never hurt, but fucking phrases may. I mean, because there's some things that people have said to me that I didn't let them know, you know, that what they said affected me. Some have, you know, it depends on who it is. You know, I'm very psychologically savvy. So I like to, you know, not, you know, condemn people for their actions unnecessarily in situations, because it will make them egg them on to do further things that I don't want them to do. You know what I mean? It's like giving a fucking, you know, rat some more fucking cheese and it keeps coming back to, you know, all that. So I limit my cheese. So after he said, you know, the tubular thing, I just, you know, whatever. I was like, whatever, dude, let's just get this procedure done. So I had the surgery, and it was the most exciting surgery ever, I will tell you that. And it was the most exciting procedure and surgery because I was like, fuck yeah. It was like, you know, one that you couldn't wait to wake up out of that amnesia. And I think I just said that word wrong. I don't even want to look it up. So I think I got 300 or 330 cc's. I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was 330. I went from a 34A to a 34 full C. So I did the full C. I didn't want to look like stripper boobs, you know, no pun intended, strippers. It's just I wanted it to look naturally, and I wanted to look, you know, like I didn't want to look too heavy chested, because my sisters, you know, the one has big boobs and she looks fatter, and you know, it's like girls with big tits make their bodies look bigger too. It's just common fucking knowledge. You know, you don't need to research it. You look at a chick and you see her with these giant tits, it does make her frame look bigger. And you know, it's just, I am very sensitive with my body images. You know, I mean, I try to be as secure as possible with who I am and, you know, like, you know, who I want to be and what I want to look like. But yeah, I have insecurities. I mean, who doesn't? So I have struggled with them all my life. And they're just deep into my Pandora box, you know, that keeps leaking open in my life. And so I just try to avoid some things that will cause me to overanalyze my body image issues, you know. So, I mean, I'm pretty open nowadays to blunt everything that passes my brainwave, you know, like who cares who's around me if I don't even know who the fuck they are? And I'll look in a mirror and something, I'll be like, ugh, I look like I got a muffin top today. I'll say it out loud. I just have become more comfortable being more verbal with my most deepest insecurities. And so I don't know how I did it. It's just like one day I was sitting at the beach and I just felt like digging some sand into a hole and said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to like talk out my insecurities and see if that works and helps heal them or helps, you know, therapeutically work. But I don't know. Either way, I think it's just helped me just be more assertive with my words. But I don't know. I'm just a fucked up person in the head. I mean, who is it? But I'm a genuinely good person too. But I mean, we all have our pros and cons, and we all have our, you know, strengths and our weaknesses. And for me and for everybody else out there who does put themselves out there publicly, it is a risky business to do. It is, you know, a lot of, you know, judgment and, you know, people prying into your business, people knowing about your every move and, you know, knowing this. And I don't give a fuck. I mean, I just don't give. You want to know about me? You want to psycho stalk me and be a stalker? Join the club. There's a lot of them. You know, I don't give a shit. There's nothing I could do to stop it. There's tons and tons and tons of content of me on the web that you can look up, and you can be a stalker all day long, you know, and just go have fun with it, because I don't give a shit. I'm not doing anything in my life that I feel like I need to hide away from anyone, anywhere, anytime, that would put me in a situation of uncomfortableness or put me in a situation that would make me shameful or make me not be able to face a crowd. So if you can be comfortable with those three things, then I mean, you shouldn't have anything to hide about yourself anyway. But I mean, I have privacy, don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of people are like, I don't want to put myself out there, I like my privacy. I mean, bitch, who doesn't like privacy? I fucking love my privacy too, okay? It's just I am also a people person, and I like to be around people, and I like to talk. You know, there's things that I like to say, and I speak them, you know, and so I make it, you know, the vaginas when they are around me Chrissy with a motherfucking K. Now, you may not be able to hear her when she talks on the episodes because she's quiet. She's a quiet person anyway, and she is introverted. She's introverted and extroverted, I would say. But she does this. She goes, "Hey, how's it going? I'm over here. Can you hear me now?" And I'm constantly having to tell her, like, "Hey, talking to the mic." But she, exposes herself, and puts herself out there to me privately, not. I notice when there's others around us, she doesn't open up, at all. And then when it's just her and I one-on-one, she won't shut the fuck up. I'll be like, "Chrissy, shut the fuck up. I need to get some fucking work done, okay? Can you just shut the fuck up?" And then she'll shut up, like, instantaneously, she'll mute, and then 2 seconds later, "Well, you know what else I did this?" I'm like, "Chrissy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up." So, yeah. I guess it's just I bring a level of comfort to people too. I mean, I'm not bitching about it. I mean, I will tell you to your face as much as I'll tell it to you behind your back. So, I mean, it's just something I'm observantly pointing out about myself. So back to my tits. So, so my boobs, I just, like, seriously, I don't know what happened, but I keep bitching about it lately. I bitch to everyone. I'm like, my shirts are not fitting. That's the one thing. My shirts are not fitting. So if you are, I'm a size medium. I wear everything like medium. I mean, depends on the designer or something, but my go-to is medium, right? So medium is now not working on a lot of my shit, okay? Medium is now fucking too tight at the tit level. So I am not comfortable wearing a lot of my medium shirts because of my new boobs that have come in. And people are pointing them out. I didn't even notice that my boobs were getting this big until somebody said it to me. I mean, it's not like it was like a gradual incline of them growing or something. It must have been because it didn't happen directly overnight. So actually a couple people pointed out that my boobs are getting bigger. They're like, "Your tits are big." I'm like, "No, they're not. They're just, And so I went over to Victoria's Secret, went to the mall or something with Victoria's Secret, and just to have them do the, measurement thing on you. Because when you go into Victoria's Secret, they always offer to measure you, your boobies, and to see what size you are. And usually us women are like, "No, we know what size we are. Meow, meow, meow. We don't have time for that shit." Well, I went in there looking for the bitch, and I couldn't find her. Usually, like, when you go in there, they are always like, "Hey," they got the measuring tape, little pink measuring tape in their hand. "Welcome to Victoria's Secret. Would you like me to go to measure you to see exactly what size your bra is?" And now the time that I'm looking for the measuring bitch, I couldn't find one. So I found one eventually, and she said that I was a double D. Like, seriously. No wait, that's not the, yeah, double motherfucking D. I mean, what is the Alanis Morissette? "Isn't it ironic, don't you think? It's like meeting the man of your dreams and you're meeting his beautiful wife." So isn't it ironic my initials are double D, and then this bitch says, "It's double D." I'm like, she'll maybe even like a triple D. I mean, bitch, don't even go to triple D. If you even said that's not even a word, it's not even a letter, don't even say it. You say triple and the word D with me, and being inside Victoria's Secret, I'm going to be mad at it. I do not want big boobs. I don't want it. It's just something that is not comfortable for me. And I mean, I like the sexy look, right? I like it. I like, looking, seductive and, whatever. I can hooch it up, I can nightclub it up, whatever, hooker heel it up. I can't climb a stripper pole though. So, but, I just don't like my tits hanging out everywhere anymore. Like, I mean, even I never really did. I've never really been this huge, like, cleavage bitch, boob person. But, I mean, I had the fake tits and everything, and I did a lot of modeling and pageants and stuff, but that, obviously was the reason why I got them. And because I was insecure, in Florida, you have wearing a bikini and no boobs, like, it doesn't really work out. So, I would say, like, the majority of fucking Florida has fake tits. So, and now they're, it's fake asses, fake personalities, that's fake IDs. So, I definitely, didn't really want to, like, bring more attention to me at times. That's another thing, is I don't like to draw a lot of attention to myself certain days. So if I don't want to draw a lot of attention to myself, I just don't make eye contact. I try to, like, keep, because there are days that I want to go in and out of somewhere and I don't want to, be chatty Cathy. This personality is just like, it's got a mind of its own. and it will take a whole day and make it, a whole day of talking. And there's days where I have not shut the fuck up. I mean, and I would be telling myself to shut the fuck up. I'd be like, Debbie, shut the fuck up, because I just continuously talk. But then it wasn't like I was annoying myself. It was just because my fucking jaw hurt from talking too much. I was like, TMJ, They're like, oh, what were you doing last night? Why is your jaw hurt? I'm like, I was fucking talking. Thank you very much. What were you doing? Spitting? So, yeah, it's true. I know people and they're like sick accusations sometimes. You want to get me fucking heated, you throw some accusations at me that aren't true, and I'll fight back, bitch. So anyway, let me calm down, Debbie. Calm down. So there's just, I don't know what it is about me. I don't know if I need to be hypnotized or something. I just don't feel comfortable with all this this tittage hanging out, right? So sure, I mean, most of my girlfriends, they all are like sticking their hands down their boob and propping it up and propping the other one up and getting that little like cleave, little like curve thing in the middle there, so you look like you got the boobalicious cleavage and all that. And I don't know what it is. It's just not me. I think I'm just going to stick with that. It's just, there's no explanation. There isn't some disorder that I have that, I don't know. I have no cleavage syndrome. So I already had no cleavage syndrome prior to my hormones kicking in and giving me more boobs. So I already had that lurking in my system. And now that I have bigger tits, I am even more pissed about, cleavage, because now the cleavage happens without me even trying to do anything. I mean, nothing at all, and there's boob. I mean, everywhere I go, boob, 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 boob. So I went to Victoria's Secret, and after I found out the devastating news of the double D's, I was just I was like, great, now I can't buy the bras with the cute little push-up pad, that makes you have a little bit of cleave, and then this, because I don't fucking need it now. I have extra boob in my boob. I don't need any padding in a bra is going to make me look even bigger, and then I'm like way defeating my purpose. And most of my bras are Victoria's Secret, and they do have that half slit, little pad. Okay, if you're not familiar with Victoria's Secret bras, which you probably are, there's a certain line that has the push-up bra in a way where it has a crescent moon size pad in the bottom of it, and it kind of like pushes your tits together a little bit so that you look like you have like these perky, like cheerleading bouncing around tits. And it's cute looking. The bras are like fucking gorgeous. I mean, they're cute. They got crisscross in the back. They got sports bra looking ones. So that was kind of like the line that I would wear, and don't need that bitch anymore, because I have them. I mean, none of my bras that I had, when this new boob thing started happening, and this whole episode is now about my tits again. Sorry. I mean, I need to get some shit off my chest, literally. And so after that, everybody that, has been pointing out to me that you're like, God, your boobs are so big, or God, your tits got huge, or your boobs are big, or, you're not going to fit in this, your tits are too big. What size are you? Oh, you need this a large, because your tits. I am like, roar, like I'm like a growling fucking lion that's ready to like annihilate some bitches, because it's just like, thanks, universe. Thanks. I just know my whole entire life I was put on this earth so that the universe could just put some fuckery and play test dummy on me and just fucking throw me around like a little rag doll and play and use me as, the most, the punching bag. Because it's kind of, or I manifested it myself. I mean, it could be either the others, a little bit of both, or some wicked ass bitches out there doing some black magic voodoo on me. Fuck you bitches! I got my shield out, bitch. So, anyway, I'm just gonna go grab some salt and put it around the perimeter of my house. Please wait. Where's the cinnamon at and the sage? So yeah. So that's one thing that I just don't know. I'm in a pickle right now. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I should just, obviously not going to remove. I'll go have my boobs, the implants removed, because then, I've had them for so long that I think I've had them for obviously over 10 years. So I like to have the fake boobs, because women who have real boobs, and this isn't everyone, and this isn't just about sex, but when you are lying on your back, it's just maybe I'm a boob person. I am a boob. Maybe I should be a boob doctor. When you're lying on your back and any porn I've watched or any girl in a bikini or anything like that, and I've seen her lay on their back and their boobs like sag to the side and it looks like they're flat chested, all of a sudden, but yeah, they're just laying on their back and their real boob is just like sagged to the side of near their armpit. And it's like, I don't know, that just grosses me out. I don't know why. I'm like being very, I'm not being judgmental. I'm being very analytical of my own fucking opinion. It's my right to have one. So it's just, I just don't know, like, I have PTSD from my, being flat chested in my early teenage years. And then now that's traumatized me as an adult. I don't fucking know, but I'm just giving you my view on things. It's just, I mean, if I was a dude having sex with a chick and, and she's laying on her back and I'm on top of her and her tits go like sagging to the side, I don't know. It would turn me off. It would turn me off and I would just be limp dick all of a sudden and I would blame it on the whiskey. So I just don't think that it would just, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, if that happens to you, go girl or you go boy or whatever. But to me, my personal, body, it's just I like that, like sexy. I mean, I think sexy and bringing your sexy back and being sexy back and being a MILF and a DILF are important in life. Being sexually compatible with somebody and having and that feeling of like, I mean, lust and like yearning each other is an important feeling that, or is like, it's like, I don't know, like I'm not really good with the synonyms right now. I did not do good in the spelling bee challenge either. So I just, coming up with some words. I'm trying to make my words sound educational, but they're not. It's not working out. I just feel that that feeling of sexuality is very important in one's life, and it's at least important in mine. And I didn't really know that it existed until like I would say my 30s. Where I took the time to actually be, erotically, sexually sensitive with some people. I mean, I don't know if that was a plural or if that was singular. I'll just say human being. Okay, so, and then when you get that feeling and you know what that feeling feels like, and you're kind of like, whoa, like, I mean, this is different than my past situations. I didn't feel this way with this person and that person and, that person and that person, that person. I didn't feel this way with any of that. And now I feel this new feeling. And this is what the movies talk about. And this is what the love songs are about. When you, and like, now I know what they're fucking talking about. But now, I feel that feeling, but then I don't want it with that person. It's like, I'm doing such an oxymoron thing in life, but it's like I did not want to be in a relationship with those persons. I don't know if it's singular or plural. Okay, once again, but I at least now know in my life that I know what that sexuality, like attraction sparked. My pussy's thumping. My pussy's thumping. That's what me and the vaginas used to say. Like usually like when you're craving, some sex or you're in the mood for some sex and you're in heat, type of thing, quote unquote. We would always say my pussy's thumping. So I mean, it's alright. It's a little vulgar, but it's kind of like a guy getting a chub. It's our way of expressing it. We get a chub too, bitches. So it's just, that feeling is, I mean, in my world, I don't know, maybe everybody's different, obviously, but it's how your relationships are with your body and your soul and how you feel about, how comfortable you are with your inner and your outer to bring it to vulnerability, to someone else's flesh, and to have an interaction of intercourse with somebody naked and, to let your hair down and relax and be yourself with that person and create art, like sex is very artistic, I think, and it's just a way of how, being creative with your partner. But, I'm only that way with people that I feel that, that lust, I would say it's lust. Yeah, it is lust. I mean, it could turn into something else if I gave it an opportunity, but, lust is the word, but, certain individuals I connect with on that level. And those ones I have learned that like, just because I have that lust with them and, that great compatible sex, that is artistically art, like sexually art. It's, our bodies are totally like magnets to each other, type of thing. I am able to still maintain friendships with these people, and not have to worry about ruining that, that sexual compatibility with a relationship, because relationships in my world just don't work out. If a pattern keeps repeating itself, it's not going to work out. So, everybody tries to be in a married fucking relationship because that's what we're all brainwashed to do. And, in reality, and there's keep the chase going until you find that right compatible soulmate. But I just gave up the chase. I didn't really chase at all anyway. I just kind of like put those words in that area, that, relationship department, back into a little box. And trust me, it's always knocking on my door. Okay. I get asked all the fucking time, about if I'm single, if I have a boy right now. I get asked that so much that I already know when it's coming. I already sometimes say it before it's asked. And I'm about to start just wearing a fucking shirt that says, I am single, I choose to be single, I'm content being single, and I'm fine with that. It doesn't mean I'm giving up on relationships, it just means I'm content and I'm focusing on my career. So that's, what it is. So, relationships are just, whatever. So I've learned, I'm like, fuck, I'm just going to have to turn back into a selective whore and just do my hit it and quit it, because I want to have sex, I like sex. And so, I got to go back to my, my whore days. And so I don't know when they ever stopped, but selectively. But the relationship part, a lot of, I have a, personality that a lot of guys, maybe I lead them on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being myself though. And maybe my personality is a leading on personality, but a lot of guys do fall for me really quick. And it's just, something I don't like to be around, because I don't fall for people really quick. I've never had a first time I met someone and instantly fell in love with them. I never had that feeling. And I'm open to find it, maybe it's still out there. I'm hopeful I'm not gonna be negative, but it's just, I don't think that I have the ability to feel the same way as someone else as quickly as they do. And so therefore it pushes me away. It pushes me away from that relationship possibility. And it's like, I don't want to hurt people's feelings either. I don't like to be a heartbreaker, and I don't like to have a guy, put his securities on the line and vulnerability to me, and then I crush it, and then that would absolutely make me feel horrible. And so I don't like to put myself in those situations. I'm very, very empath. I can feel auras. I can feel spirits, and it's so. I'm very, very good, like psychic medium chick. I always have been. But so I just have this ability that I can feel it coming on. I already know instantly if that situation is going to happen, and so I will back off, and then I'll go. Sometimes I have to go in ghost mode. Shit happens, Sometimes it's for the better to be in ghost mode than to face the demons and try to square out a situation. So ghosting isn't always bad. Sometimes we do need to go ghost because it settles down. The dust gets settled, and some things start to relax. And some psychotic psychos out there, learn to stop being so psycho. When you ghost them and they chill out and they can't reach you, and they're like, fine, I'm done trying to fight. I'm gonna she's ghosting me still. I'm just gonna chill out now. And then, people just are calmer if you ghost them after, sometimes. So I'm not against ghosting. But, I do it appropriately. I don't ghost someone because I owe them, hide from them because I owe them money or something. I'll answer that fucking phone and be like, no, I don't have your fucking money right now. Stop blowing me up. I'll give it to you. You'll be the first fucking person to get it when I fucking get it, okay? It's like, I haven't fucking forgot. I know, sorry, right? Yeah. So those are, this is conversation's gone pretty deep down the Debbie's personal life hole. So, really hold. But I don't know. I'm a hopeless romantic. Hopeless or hopeful? I'm a hopeful romantic. Maybe I'm a hopeful. I would like to have that feeling. And people say, maybe Debbie, you need to stop being so, judgmental of, their characters and stuff. You should, who cares what they look like? You should do. It's like, bitch, I'm not. Everybody has a different view of who they think is attractive and who they find sexy in their own eyes. And I am not just going to settle for somebody just because, they have their shit together more than me or something. And, they have XYZ and I don't, or I need it. And and not be attracted to someone. I want that fucking movie ending, Notebook fucking feeling, Dirty Dancing fucking relationship. I want to be craving my man like 24/7 when we're not, around each other or something, or he's in the kitchen and I'm in the living room and and I'm thinking about banging him just under the same roof. That's the type of like in lust feeling of in love that I am looking for and that I want to feel. So until then, I am just, playing my cards the right way, and I'm keeping it safe, and I'm just, having some safe sex, and that's about it. So there's nothing wrong with, I think what my approach. So it fits my world. So if you were in a shitty situation out there, good luck trying to get to my level because getting to my level of where I stand right now in relationships and being single and spreading the word to the world out there, that you are single, and everybody finally, the dust settled and everybody knows that you're single, and getting all that the paparazzi level of your world to get away from you, for changing your status of your relationship is such a relief that I feel like, I guess because I feel this way because I am so publicly public. And so my shit's out there on blast no matter what. And I choose to have it out there, and it's out there anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. So I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But so my relationships and who I am dating or who I'm going to be around or who I'm flirting with or anything like that, I am very careful and cautious about that because I don't want to come across as a unfaithful person if I were to get in a relationship, because I'm not. I can be totally. It would be fucking worth it. All of my eggs in a basket if I found that, if I cross paths with that person, and you have that, that instant in love and holy shit, I want to bang you in the ass, I want to just rip your clothes off right now type feeling, and I want to like marry you. Like for me to say those words too, that is, there's no way in heaven and hell I would fucking fuck that up. I would be too legit. I would totally, never mess with that. And that would be like my precious little egg, that I would carry around with me and make sure it's shined and never cracked. So, there's just a, world out there that looks at, your personality. If you have an outgoing personality and you're always talking to different people and you're mingling and you're meeting new people all the time, insecure and other judgmental people will always say, oh, look at her, she's got a man at home and she's flirting with this guy over here, I'm going to take a picture and send this to so-and-so. That's happened to me so many times. It's, I am just a networking chick, I like people, I like talking to people. So other people like to take, situations and cause ruckus in your life, so I'm used to it. Go ahead, don't you be wasting your motherfucking time on me, bitches, trying to get me into a pickle, because I've been in so many fucking pickles that I own the name Dill. So there is nothing that you could throw at me that would fucking faze me at all. So I can handle every battle there is. So it's just a lot of people can't, and it's just, if you're not flirting, I back up everybody out there who has an outgoing personality and you get judged all the time as flirting, or you're trying to seduce someone and you're cheating, or you're not, and it's fuck everybody out there that judges you for that, because it's just how we're wired. We like to talk. What are we supposed to be, mute like librarians and not say shit to people, and then because we're gonna make somebody's insecurities come out, for they're gonna think we're cheating, or because we're talking to the opposite sex. Most of all, like I said in the beginning, most of all of my peeps are dudes, and I prefer that, honestly. Vaginas are a pain in the motherfucking ass to be around, and they are nothing but drama and drama. Literally fucking drama. I always say, I don't do any drama. I don't want to be around any drama. And, guys would be like, oh, I'll date you, but, I don't do drama. I'll be like, me either, bitch. I don't do drama either. But, in reality, I do drama. I do, because I am around a lot of vaginas. And, I'm not saying just the show. I'm saying beyond the show, and every fucking vagina I know has got some sort of drama, up their ass. And, I do too. But I think it's, when you're around the guys are more they don't really have that drama. And the way they talk about drama, if they do, it's chill. It's like a chill vibe, it's kind of like short and cut and sweet to the point, they're and dry. They're just like, yo, did you see what so-and-so wore yesterday? Yo, yeah, I saw it. Yo, you did? Okay. All right. Yo, did you watch the game yesterday? Yeah. Did you see that one play? Yeah, man, I saw that one play. Okay. Yo, did you see the way that dude over there was kissing his girl? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, okay. See, that's how guys do drama. In their world, chill, calm, basic, to the point, done, move on, and that is how I like to be. Bang, 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 bang. Speaking of bang, so women are like, oh my god, like, you have no idea, like, listen to this bitch. You just don't know the day I have. You have no idea. 2024 is just horrible. It's just horrible to me. Like, listen, this bitch, she texted me, okay? She didn't just call me. She texted me, okay? She slid into my DMs, and she sent it over to this bitch over here on IG, and then we went over to Elon Musk's page on Twitter. X, and she did. Literally dramatic. And it's just like, when I'm in a situation where I gotta hear something, and I don't have to do anything, right? But I put myself in other people's shoes. I know their vulnerability, so it's like, I know who has, strength and who doesn't. So I'm not gonna cut someone off, that's venting to me about some shit, if I know it's gonna totally, and, leave them in their soul butthurt, so they're fragile. So I will listen to it, but I will cut it off. I'll be like, yo, bitch, stop doing that fucking shit. Okay? He's obviously fucking not with you, so just fucking stop bitching, okay? I am very cut and dry with my advice. But it's just, guys, high five to guys out there. I gotta say, for real, that's the type that I like. Maybe it's because when you are Debbie Diaz, you do have a lot of fucking circles and a lot of people you talk to. And if you go through my DMs, you will see, it'll be like guy, girl, guy, girl, guy. It'll be mainly, and actually, I take that back. I fucking take that back. It's a little equal of both parties, but I would say 60-40, 60% guys, 40 women. And so my podcast is more women than men. So, and that's like globally. So I just, it's just so much less drama. And maybe this is a maturity thing too. Maybe I'm actually mature in life, and I just don't want to deal with all that drama anymore, and I don't want to listen to it. I don't want my virgin ears to, hear it. And it's just, you start to appreciate time more. That's what I did. And your time is of an essence. So when I got to sit down and listen to someone's bullshit, dramatic, fucking, ridiculously stupid shit that's not going to affect me in any financial way. It's only going to make me lose brain cells. I just will not choose to be with it. If I got to hear it, if I have to, nobody has to do anything, but if I'm like forced to, just listen to it, I figured out that guy trick. The guy trick where, you could zone out, like, all guys, that like story or that little example of a man and husband and wife, and the man is listening to the wife bitch about something, and he like zones out and just like pretends he's listening to her while holding the newspaper or holding the remote or something. That's what I can do. I learned that skill a long time ago. And I can literally just zone the fuck out. And I do. I zone the fuck out when I do it. I probably do it daily, on the daily. And I have, and you can zone back in as soon as you hear the tone of their voice change, because they're about to ask you a motherfucking question, or they're about to pause the story to see if you make eye contact with them, to look over. It's a psychological approach, I know. So I have mastered that. I have fucking mastered that game. You don't even need to know what the fuck they're saying. If a bitch comes up to you and she's telling you some dramatic fucking story and you don't even want to hear it, you're pretending to like watch TV or like look at your, phone while they're talking. You just gotta wait for the tone to change. Like if they're like, hey Debbie, I went to the store today, and do you know what? Like, see how I went down, like down, or they'll change it like, can you believe Wait, let me start over. Wait. The cat ran across the street and it was looking for a dog. Can you believe that it went over there? That one, that other tone, that's the other one. That means they're about to checkmate you and ask you a question. And it's usually a yes or no question. So, I mean, like statistically, it's the first question's always yes or no. And then they'll do this other number. The cat ran across the street and the dog, like they'll stop mid-sentence. And that's another one. They'll try to bust you on. And then you go, and. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. But I went 50 fucking minutes on the show, and I did not even have one notebook in front of me or any cue card or nothing in front of me. And this was all just natural coming out of the thing called my brain. And I know I ramble on different topics. It's the ADHD in me. But I want to appreciate everybody that has been donating to the show and to the listener support on the Spotify website. It's over on Spotify.com. DDRLWD is reporting live, featuring the Vaginas podcast, and there is a button there that you can hit, and if you would like to make any donations towards the overhead or anything like that for the show, we totally appreciate it, and to sponsorships that are in the making as we speak. And I just really I just am honored, to be doing something that I really love to do, and I feel once in my life content beyond my single life syndrome. Wink, wink. I feel content with the choice I made to do and pursue my passion, and it hasn't been easy in a lot of different departments, but it's also been a blessing in disguise and kept a huge smile on my face to love what I do. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And stop staring at my boobs. I know. I don't even wear a bra anymore. I don't need to. I don't need to wear a bra. It's that bad. I know. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, I know. So listen, Linda. Linda, listen. Yeah, I'm talking to myself, bitch. What are you going to say about it? So have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out, bitches.